Today, we're having an exclusive interview with Dreams FC coach CK Akono. CK Akono played for the Black Stars, coached Accra Hearts of Oak before Dreams FC, and today is simple. We just want to find out from him how his team has done in this season's Premier League. They've done so well, if you ask me, in my estimation, for a new club coming into the Premier League and where they placed. I would say that they've done so well. So let's just hear from the man himself as he tells us how it all started from the first round to the second round to the end of the season. Takono, thanks so much for having us in your house. Today we are here to speak to you about Dreams FC, and also we'll do a little bit chat about the Black Stars. For Dreams FC, you are the head coach, and this season has not been a bad season. We looked at your performance from the blast of the season up to this point, where we have just a game to win the season. One will say that you've done very well. First of all, can you take us through how it was like, preparing your team for the upcoming season?
Well, thank you. It started when we were in the first division. I went there. We were very lucky. We went through the first season and we got to the Premiership. And of course, we prepared very well. We had a good season, a pre-season before they had a date and they changed it again. When they changed, it became an issue for us because then we have to plan how to go about the whole thing. But it went well. And I think we started very well with drafts. We were able to win. I think our strategy was good. It gave us a chance to see most of our opponents, I think the first 5 matches. So we knew exactly what we will encounter as far as the opponents is concerned within the 5 months. So we prepared very well, and I think it helped us. The first round was really good. Obviously, a lot of teams doesn't know us. Yeah. They don't know what we can do, and so we took the advantage to surprise them. It went very well. But in the second half of the league, we sort of, I would say, we struggled a bit.
Yeah, of course, consistencies,
because of the nature of our league. Yeah. Every time there's a curve, a lot of things happen. And so, but if I have to look back, I think there's been positives, a lot of positives, less negatives, and we've picked the positives. The positive were some of them. One will call it negative. For instance, when we played Hearts of Oak, and for me, we won the match. We had, when we played Kotoko in Umasi, that match was supposed to be draw. There were so many instances I can, and so you look at a team that just joined the Premiership and they've done so well. So and the credit also goes to management as well.
Okay, speaking about you joining the Premier League, first time a new club participating in the league, what was the target going into the season?
Well, to be honest with you, our target was to stay in the league. But getting to a certain part of the league, we realized that when we were able to make necessary efforts, we can even achieve more. We saw it, but it didn't really work in our thinking.
But you personally, did you set any target for yourself?
Well, I knew that it was going to be difficult. First of all, because most of the players we had at that time were inexperienced. We brought them from the second division to the first division, and when it goes that far, sometimes there's a need for you as a coach to be worried. However, we managed it very, very well. Getting to the latter part of the season, we lost almost 5 key players, and that is why a sudden decline of our performance. Momoti, Eli, Bashiru, Gawu, who also traveled. And so it's normal that we struggle. And if I look at it, the way we've managed that situation, and of course the players who were not regular also fit in that short moment, I think we've done very well.
Normally, it's so characteristic about a new team that comes to the Premier League. Is either you get relegation or you're able to maintain your status. But sometime back, Indiana Stars, Chelsea managed to break that jinx. When they came, they won the league. Was it something that you guys were looking forward to?
Of course, once you know you're doing well, you can think, it can click. Well, some people have done it before. Indiana did it with Herbert. Why not us? And so we had our goals all right as a team, but within us, we know a lot of things are it's possible. I mean, till probably the last 2 matches, we could play top 4. You know what I mean? And so yes, our goal was there. We've been able to achieve that, but once we knew when we hit the 39 points, we realized that the top 4 is possible. Let's work for it, because we believe in the talents we have, and the way we plan and the way we go about things, I think is one of the best things. And so we had a belief, but our goal was of course to stay in the league.
From the way you're talking, you must be very impressed with what you guys did this season.
Well, I have to be, to be honest with you, I am impressed. I'll be ungrateful to say we didn't do well, especially to the boys. They did well. Lomote, Eli, they were all unknown players. All of a sudden they are all national players, and so we are fortunate in that sense. We've done very well. They've done very well. It's also because they cope with the situations. Everything that, it wasn't like we were living in paradise, but we worked for it. Management also made sure every possible means, they made every possible for us to get the financial support. In terms of salary, it was on point. Winning bonus was on point. Kurt is also somebody you all know, a football man. And so he did his best, and of course, another difficult part was that you are doing it, but at the back of your mind, your key player could be sold out. And so that is also an issue for us. But that is Dreams FC. Seriously, winning the league or whatever is not the main objective. We want to do well in the league. At the same time, we want to try as much as we can to make business. And we've been very fortunate. I think 3 or 4 players, as we speak now, will go abroad, and then it means that we've been able to achieve our goals.
Dreams FC is not the first Premier League side you've managed. You were at Accra Hearts. Before Hearts, you came from Second D. Looking at these teams and your life at Dreams FC, sum it for us. How is life at Dreams FC like?
I think it's all Dreams FC cannot be compared to Rise, cannot be compared to Hearts of Oak. And of course, the rest, because of the mindset, the way they plan ahead of time. Sometimes football is being played out outside the field of play, and that's what we do.
It really helped you.
Yeah, of course, it helped us. Sometimes you've been criticized where you feel is negative, but that is not for you to deviate from the goal. We talk, we disagree, we agree, and we move on. And that is what I like about Dreams. Unless like Hearts of Folk, it's not the same. You saw what really happened. 11-wise traditional club, be crazy, sort of thing. And so with Dreams, there's a lot of focus. Yes, we disagree, but we know that we're heading towards something. We have a target, and we work towards it. And it's always good when you are not doing the right thing, people make you aware, and it goes around. When I'm not happy with Kurt, I'll tell him, look, I don't like this, I don't like that. I'll see you with Ibrahim, Gigi, the president, and of course Prince, the vice chairman. We all sit down and we discuss. Sometimes you'll be in the hot seat, but it's good. It's a positive hot seat, and that's life. It's very positive. It gives you more ideas, more thinking. You think deep on the things you must do better. And we move on.
Now that the season is over, I'm sure you'll be hoping for a better season.
Of course. First of all, there will be a time for us to sit down, assess everything. Of course, we think of recruitment. As we speak now, they've already started recruiting. And before most of the clubs will be ready, they are done. And that is what I mean by the difference between Dreams FC. Today, as we went to the office, one good player has been signed. They plan ahead of time, which for me is a big plus. And so we look forward to the coming season, but again, it's going to be difficult. We are aware of that. We must make sure we get the necessary players, the key players that will really help the team to improve. We want players to get involved with Dreams FC to enhance the quality of the way we play. We want to improve, and once we have that, we'll be certain that we're good to go.
How has playing at the Theatre of Dreams in the really helped you guys?
Well, it's helped us in the sense that a team, the place is weird a bit, if I should say that. But in terms of fans, we've not had enough good support. You know, when I say good support, it's only later that comes around. Yeah. Maybe we must do more to bring people to the place.
Obviously, Wild All Stars have shown that if you work hard, you don't have to be Accra Heartland, you don't have to be Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you can win the Premier League. Are you surprised that Wild Stars managed to win this season's league?
No, I'm not surprised. Listen, if you've been to Wa before, I just traveled to Wa and I saw the distance. For these guys to be going up and down almost every week in, week out, I mean, we must respect that. Me as a coach, I respect the technical men and the guys. Well, they've done a good job, a good job. And you see, one will talk about issues, but this was a long process. They started winning. They kept the point. We would have been struggling if we've not had the necessary points that we needed. Yeah. They got the necessary points as early as possible, and so they maintained the level where they were playing at that top, at the top, and so they deserve it. One will disagree. For me, I believe they deserve it, and they've worked very, very hard for it. Also, I think management of any other teams, they've done, because of the nature of our league, no sponsorship, to manage to be able to get money, traveling up and down, pay players. How they do that, I really marvel. So they've all done very, very well in that end.
Finally, how would you assess this season's Premier League?
The league has been good. I think compared it to last season, there has been a lot of improvement, and I believe that there's more room to improve. Once we start getting the sponsorship, money start coming in. Of course, our fields must be better. We must work on our fields. This is so important for us. For these boys, sometimes it's not healthy. When you see them playing on hard pitches and fields and all that, it destroys their muscles, their knee and all that. The doctor will be able to explain this. But for me, as a former player, I think we need to work more on our fields for us to also improve the quality of the way we play, and of course also for the health of the players.